Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you all for staying tuned. And yeah, welcome to the second part of today's stream. We're gonna be making a start on AC Brotherhood after having finished AC2. And with Brotherhood we're gonna be doing a different challenge than we did with AC2, which will be a bit more focused on gameplay challenge. And yeah, basically we're gonna be getting no upgrades whatsoever for Ezio. As you can see, this command. And that means we're gonna be just playing with Bare Essential, trying to beat the game like this. It's probably gonna be a bit more main story focus. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this. But it's a nice addition to AC2 and really advances on, you know, Ezio being more mature and kind of like growing into the mentor type of person. Indeed, Levi. I'm very, very excited for this. Okay, just gonna check if everything is alright here. Yep, looks like. Alright, we're just gonna name this no upgrades.
I don't think anyone ever expects to wake up one morning and find themselves caught in the middle of a war between two secret organizations. I know I didn't. But here I am. On one side are the Templars, better known these days as Abstergo Industries. They're in the business of control. Politics, economics, technology. They won't stop until every single one of us serves them. Literally. Fighting against them are the Assassins, a group dedicated to safeguarding humanity's free will. I was born into the Brotherhood. A couple of weeks ago, the Templars found me. They took me prisoner, strapped me into a machine they built and put me to work. It's called an Animus, and it's where I spent most of my time. Exploring the memories of my ancestors, discovering entire lives locked deep inside my DNA. First, I revisited the life of Altair ibn La'ahad, an assassin from the Crusades. The Templars wanted the location of something known as a Piece of Eden, an ancient artifact capable of bending people to their will. Once the Templars had what they were looking for, they decided my usefulness had come to an end. But Lucy saved me. Lucy. When things were at their worst, she revealed herself to be an assassin and helped me escape. I was hoping that would be the end of my misadventures. But we were just getting started. Back into another Animus I went. Now, I'm reliving the memories of Ezio Auditore da Firenze, my ancestor from the Renaissance, searching for a path forward. Through the bleeding effect, I'm becoming an assassin in more than just name. It will come in handy as the Templars prepare to enslave us all. They found us. They've crashed our hideout and we're fleeing the scene looking for a place to hide. Only there isn't any, and time is running short. My name is Desmond Miles, and this is my story.
Hey, the Kazakhs.
How did you find it?
Mario Auditore led me here.
Holy moly, that glitch for? I think we have a visual glitch happening.
What's going on?
I have to run some diagnostics. I'll get back to you.
Kind of funny because Ezio looked like, you know, kind of like wondering about what's up with that. But yeah, he didn't see that visual glitch like we did.
It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is
is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
Il Vaticano, December 1499. Alright, so we will have to restart the game directly. Of course, there is a visual glitch happening. Very typical for Brotherhood Revelations and AC3. So yeah, a restart should just take care of it. Yeah, I definitely would check it out, Kha'Zix, to see if it's something, you know, that I'm interested in. Hopefully it is.
It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
Right, it's better. Yeah, as you can already see, it looks a lot different. AC2 has a very, you know, dark and kind of like dusty, cloudy atmosphere at times. But yeah, Brotherhood is a lot brighter, you could say, and also brings, you know, like graphic improvements at the same time. Like textures and the lighting looks really good. But yeah, also the room has changed a little bit, so that's also different to how AC2 ends. So yeah, very interesting. And welcome back, Kobe. Right, for the time, for the great moment. Indeed, Kobe. Yeah, this is such a good connection between AC2 and Brotherhood right there. I love how it like seamlessly flows into each other, both in modern day and in the historical part. Okay guys, let me just take care of one thing real quick. Basically there's a fix for Brotherhood not to have any stutters if you uncheck your CPUs and recheck them again. So this way we shouldn't have any stutters in cutscenes, hopefully. That can happen otherwise.
Better in the hands of the earth than in the hands of man.
Uncle.
What can I say? We sent a single man against an entire army. I was worried. Quick, climb up. We have to get out of here.
It's me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario!
In. 'Indeed. 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 'Indeed Yeah, one of my favorite characters from AC2. So important for Ezio to kind of like show him the creed and, you know, what his father and Mario really have been doing all this time.
You would not believe the things I have seen, Mario.
Then be sure to stay alive that I might hear of them.
I expect opposition.
And I expect the Borgia to mourn the loss of many lives tonight.
Che cosa fate qui? Assassini! God will see you pay for your crimes! You have desecrated the sanctity of this holy place!
You condemn what you do not understand.
We must go, Ezio, now!
Is it the voice of the devil? Turn away from them!
Did Rodrigo manage to hurt you?
Barely. My armor blunted his attack.
Yeah, the graphical improvements are definitely very, very noticeable. Going from this to, you know, AC2.
Be ready to fight.
But I do love AC2 for its whole, like, atmosphere and
What are you
how varied
doing?
the atmosphere is in, like, each place
Saving you!
and time of the day.
Not bad for an old man.
Agree! You still have some spirit!
Buona questa.
Excellent! Good one! Impressive!
Yeah, the combat definitely feels more fluid for sure. I did do some really good improvements on that. Also, like, just giving you even more tools to work with.
I see him! There!
This decision is yours alone to make. Only do so quickly. Give it to me. You can do with it as you will later.
Bene.
Jump!
And let the Decker fall. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. Welcome, raiders. Also going, everybody. Perfect timing for the introduction of AC Brotherhood. It's going very good. Yeah, we finished AC2 today. Currently making a start on Brotherhood. And yeah, the fields are real. I've had connection between the two games. I don't know if you played both of them, but it's so good. But yeah, how was your stream? How was Mass Effect?
And then Minerva talked about the sun. She told of a disaster that occurred long ago, and another that is coming.
Sometime far in the future, Vero? Then we need not worry about it.
See. Perhaps our work is finished.
Would that be so bad?
Back in Monte Gioni.
Sven. Oh.
We upgraded the arsenal while you were away.
Ah, and it is now customary for you to fire cannonballs at visitors.
My apologies. We only installed them a few days ago. My men are still being trained in their use.
Mass Effect was great, really enjoying it so far. Excellent stuff, dude. So I reckon it's your first time playing that game? Or have you checked the game out before? I actually haven't played any of the Mass Effect games so far, but I heard really good stuff, especially about the second one. It also did see being played for a little bit. I just totally forgot that we could ride inside the city with a horse. But yeah, it's one of the features that Brotherhood actually adds that AC2 didn't have.
Ezio! Look, it's Ezio! Let me see!
Buongiorno! It's good to be home.
Two of them.
This place just keeps getting better.
Thanks to you.
Brother!
Claudia. It is good to be home. How is mother?
She's fine. I heard you were returning, but I'm glad to see it with my own eyes. The Contessa of Forley is here to welcome you. I had no idea you were so famous.
Katarina? Here?
Is it finished then? Is the Spaniard truly dead?
Gather the others in Mario's study tonight. I'll explain everything there.
Steel yourself, Ezio. They will have many questions.
Claudia, tell the Contessa I look forward to seeing her this evening.
You played one before, but not the others. Looking forward to those. I see, dude. It's very nice. Definitely hope you will have a good time playing through a series. So, did you finish your Dark Souls trilogy run as well? Or are you still doing that in addition? Hope you've had casual transition to being able to ride horses in cities. Yeah, it's a great feature to implement. Also makes, you know, just traverse around Rome a lot easier, given that it's not completely connected through like rooftops and stuff. There's also quite a bit of countryside. You couldn't be the final boss of 3. You might be too old for it now. I mean, that's fair, dude, you know. Sometimes you just gotta count your losses, I guess, and maybe try it another time. I still hope you had a good time with Dark Souls 3, even if you couldn't beat the last boss.
Cazzo!
Will you be trying to like come back to the game at a later point, or is your playthrough finished, Left 4 Dead 4?
This box is heavy.
Need some help.
Salve.
So many flowers. Your husband must be very lucky.
I am the lucky one. I have you here to aid me.
Let me see what I can do.
Back there, I may have given you the wrong impression.
Oh?
I have no husband. The flowers are for a party.
Am I invited?
To Claudia Auditori's birthday party in the villa. If you are willing to help me again, I need someone with class to accompany me.
What makes you think I have class?
I could tell the moment I saw you. No one in this town walks with such bearing. I'm certain Ezio Auditori himself would be impressed.
Oh?
What do you know of Ezio?
Claudia thinks the world of him, but he rarely visits her. From what I gather, he's distant.
She is right. I have been.
Oh no. You? The party was intended to be a surprise. Promise you will not tell Claudia.
What will you do to keep me quiet?
I am sure I can think of several things.
I'll be waiting to hear them when we get there.
You're bending it, have beaten it before, so you're not too worried. That's fair level dagger 4. I definitely don't blame you for that, dude. And yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of like a bit afraid to start a playthrough on Dark Souls, because, you know, I kind of like play games until I finish them, I guess, no matter the frustration, at least so far. And yeah, I would kind of like, especially if I haven't beaten the game before, you know, like I would really love to play through the game, but I'm not sure if I, you know, have the skills for it, I guess, or the patience. But yeah, I did actually play through Dark Souls 2, however I did it with a mate, so we did the bosses together. And we also played a bit of Dark Souls 3 as well. But yeah, you know, playing together of course is way easier than having to do it yourself. The very Steffi, enjoy your luck.
Now about earning my silence.
I have something in mind. There is one condition.
Anything.
You must wait until tomorrow.
If it pleases you, I will not stand in your way.
It will be worth the wait, Ezio. Trust me.
Yeah, that's what I noticed playing like Dark Souls 2. There's definitely a lot of punishment involved with the bosses and stuff. And it takes lots of tries, but at some point I guess you just figure out the pattern and then it's a lot easier. But yeah, I feel like I'm more of a player type though that likes to be thrown into like random situations and having to deal with it on the spot. And having to learn like the pattern of an enemy until, you know, it's like basically predict every move essentially. I kind of like when I have to like improvise, I guess, but you know, still can be successful first time. I feel like that's one of the reasons why I haven't embraced Dark Souls that much yet, but maybe I just have to give it another chance or something.
Buongiorno.
Ezio, Mario is going to murder me. I have lost his favorite horse.
Do not despair. I will bring it back.
God bless you, Ezio.
Not sure, Nick. I don't really try to use glitches when I play these games, so not even sure how you would do it.
Here.
Grazie, Ezio. I can no longer keep up with the horses. Promise me you will enjoy your good health. Do not spend as much time in battle as your Uncle Mario.
My battles have already been won.
That is good news. Arrivederci, Ezio.
But yeah, how do you trigger that in Revelations, Nick? Most of the games you like are like that, having to improvise and react is why you like stealth and survival horror so much. That's true, yeah. Yeah, stealth games are very great for trying to improvise, since you can't always predict, you know, like NPC behavior as well. Also cool like doing stealth challenges and having to like, you know, think around or outside the box a little bit. I still have to dive into horror a bit more. Of course, probably the genre I have played the least so far. Like also like I have watched really so far in terms of movies and stuff. There's some horror games that definitely are on my list that I wanna check out this year. Like one of them is Alan Wake, because I feel like psychological horror might be very interesting. And Alien Isolation might be kind of cool for the actual, like, you know, like being afraid aspect, I guess. But yeah, those two games are kind of my list of games I would like to play and dive into this year. But yeah, if you guys have any recommendations horror-wise that, you know, I should check out as somebody who doesn't know much about it, definitely feel free to do recommendations. Luckily, there's not a huge amount of amazing horror games. Alan Wake and Alien are good choices. Yeah, that's good to know. I watched Rod play both games and he really enjoyed them as a horror fan. And yeah, watching him play those games definitely seemed to me that, you know, I could enjoy those as well. Silent Hill 2 and Resident Evil Remake are obvious choices. Yeah, I think Morrow actually gifted me the first Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil 0 or something. I don't know if that's the one you're talking about. It's probably not, is it? The remake are the ones that have been like released past years, I guess. But yeah, Silent Hill, I heard lots of good stuff about, mainly for the storytelling and music actually. And personally, I think I'm most looking forward to music, because I heard so much about it, and music is like one of my favorite aspects with games. Or like, you know, movies as well. In one of the memories in Sequence 6, there's a cutscene with Hoodless Ezio, and you decline the mission, and then you can free roam Constantinople Hoodless and do side missions, etc. until you accept the main story mission. Ah, I see. I mean, currently we can't really leave Monteriggioni, so we can't really free roam, I guess. I know there is one moment in the Da Vinci Disappearance actually, where Ezio's kind of like flirting with Lucrezia, and he's Hoodless at that moment. Maybe he could, I don't know, like, you know, jump out of the mission at that point and do the same trick. Yeah, that's what I heard Left 4 Dead 4. Also listened a little bit to Silent Hill, I think to first game soundtrack on a recommendation, and yeah, I like what I heard so far.
So, these are the new cannons?
Yes, Signor Ezio.
May I try one?
Yes, but... Go on, tell him. We cannot seem to make them work properly, and the fool who mounted them is nowhere to be found.
Then it is up to me to find him.
We do not want to waste your time.
It is not any trouble. I have all the time in the world now.
Ah yeah. Naive Ezio. It's almost like he's back to his teenage years. But yeah, of course, you know, with like his quest kind of like done, you know, he has overcome his desire for revenge. He has, you know, secured the Apple of Eden and delivered the message basically in AC2. You know, he thinks like his job is basically done. Like he doesn't, you know, have much to do anymore. Like all his targets are killed. All his quests fulfilled. He just wants to live, you know, happily ever after at this point. Big issue with glitching in AC games such as Invisible Wards clipping is that the game has desync mechanics, so there's not much you can do outside of normal gameplay. That's fair, yeah. And it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know, it's kind of like you want to break the game, but you can't break the simulation of the enemies. I kind of like how the enemies is like a fourth wall break for the simulation that is the game, in a way. But yeah, obviously I guess it leads to having less options for glitches happening.
Salve, Messere. We need you to fix the cannons on the battlements.
Leave me be. I do not begin repairs before noon.
Do you know what time it is?
I make cannons, not clocks.
If you are busy, someone else will fix them.
Uno momento. No one else will touch my cannons. Soldiers have no respect for artillery. They expect a gun to work like magic. You need to feel her out. Give her a little encouragement. We are only equipped with simple cannons now, but I got hold of a design from France, a hand cannon. Something called a wrought iron murderer. Imagine firing a cannon from your hands. That is the future.
I mean, Ezio should know. Because we have a gun. Talking about this? About this? Probably no one else to touch my cannons. Yep, somebody has a complex. That makes sense if circuit developers did a heck of a job on Animus 2.0. Yeah, dude, I know, right? There's some great game developers. Indirectly.
What have you done? We used them. They were not ready for firing. You could have gotten us all killed. Let me see.
His breath is more fatal than our cannons.
Only when you two fools are shooting them. There, try it.
Oh yeah, one of my least favorite activities in Brotherhood.
Aim at something to test
War
the
machines. Though, you know, I still enjoy it somewhat. It's a good variety, I guess. Yeah, in comparison to other stuff, not my preference.
Someone here knows how to shoot. Now, for the other one.
I must go.
Thanks for your help. If you hear the cannons tomorrow, do not worry. We will be practicing at dawn.
Too bad it will not do you any good.
Very funny. Now fix the second cannon.
Every time you played Brotherhood, you struggled on this very first sequence for at least like 30 minutes on Borgia and Beijing memory with cannon. Yeah, the timing on that mission is very, very tricky. And I feel like sometimes you also have to be a bit lucky with like how many cannons you get to destroy, or like how many, I guess, of their cannons you get to destroy. But yeah, usually there's like a sweet spot for getting 2 or 3 at the same time, and that's kind of what saves you, I guess. But yeah, I'm definitely no expert on that. Like, chances are I have to replay it as well. I hope not, but it could happen.
Buongiorno, Ezio.
Caterina, to what do I owe the pleasure of your presence here?
I desire an allegiance. The papal armies have resumed their march on Forli. Your mercenaries would be a great asset to my cause.
It is likely that I can give you what you seek. But we will talk later. Mother. Machiavelli. It is done. Though not, I think, as any of us expected. I entered the Vaticano and faced Rodrigo. No! Used the power of the papal staff against me, but I defeated him. Combining the staff and the apple, I gained access to the vault. There, a moving painting of the goddess Minerva spoke. She told of a terrible tragedy to befall mankind in the future, but gave hope of lost temples that will provide aid to humanity. And then she called out to a phantom, Desmond, as if he were there, standing beside me. After her warning, she vanished.
Amazing.
I cannot imagine such wonders.
The vault did not house the terrible weapon we feared. This is good news.
What of this goddess, this Minerva? Did she appear human?
Yes, but her words proved otherwise. All of her kind died many years ago. I wish I could show you the magic she performed.
Who is Desmond, and where are these temples Minerva spoke of?
I do not know.
Perhaps we must search for them.
Tell me how it ended with Borgia. Did Rodrigo beg forgiveness? Make excuses? Promise power in return?
No, none of those things.
Interesting. I'm surprised he remained so composed.
I let him leave.
The Spaniard lives? Once our enemies are dead, we can speak of vaults and gods and ancient places. You should have killed him. We're sure to suffer for it.
I am not here to debate the past. Together, we should discuss the future.
No. I am leaving immediately for Roma.
Ezio, I do not know why you spared him, but I trust your judgment. Machiavelli will come around.
Yeah, Mario being the real MVP. He's like, I have your back, Ezio. I trust your judgment. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how, you know, Machiavelli looks a bit suspicious, I guess, you know, how he's like, no, I go immediately for Roma, and he's very disappointed with Rodrigo not being dead. I guess you're looking at the past of like assassin leaders, you know, there's like some history of corruption going on with Al-Mualim. So I guess you could kind of assume, you know, that he may wanted to replace Rodrigo Borgia of the Templar Order if you didn't know what would happen, you know. Especially since Machiavelli's potential betrayal was like one of the themes and pillars of the main story of Brotherhood. So I feel like this is, you know, potential foreshadowing for this theory. But yeah, not really more than that, I guess. Anyways, it's time to take a bath. Witcher style.
Welcome home. Ready to go again?
You don't need to ask.
One should always have the freedom to choose. Shh! What's that?
Probably just training exercises. Merda. I have to find Mario and rally the troops.
My men are in the courtyard. I aim to lead them around back and flank our attackers.
Stay out of sight.
Oh boy. Beautiful Montericcioni. Not like this.
It's the Borgia!
How did we not see this?
They must have massed to the east during the night. We need to hold them off until the townspeople have escaped.
I will take care of it.
Use the cannons above the rampart. I intend to lead a frontal assault.
Do you have it?
I am keeping it safe. The Borgia must not be allowed to breach the walls until everyone is safely away. Insieme per la vittoria.
Insieme. Uncle, be careful.
I will.
Alright, no worries, Kobe. Thank you for being here and lurking. And yeah, definitely hope you're gonna make some nice snakes for sure.
Some townspeople still haven't escaped.
Oh yeah, very, very excited, Kobe. I'll see you later for that.
Almost all the townspeople are outside the walls. You have saved them. Wait! Soldiers are climbing the walls! Signore! Forget the cannon! You must stop them! Go! I will carry on here!
Indeed, Nick. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a movie session of a third Lord of the Rings movie tonight.
No one shall
And the previous 2 weekends we have watched the first and second movie as well. Yeah, definitely welcome to join, Nick, if you like. We're gonna be starting in 2 hours, roughly. So that was actually on Morrow's Discord, Nick, that we watched the first and second movie. But yeah, given that I played, or currently I'm playing 2 Lord of the Rings games, put me in level made the suggestion to have, another movie night session of those movies. So yeah, I agree with it, and that's how we made another.
They're reaching the gate! I know you're there, Ezio! The Pope told me about you and your little group of assassins. And this! Give me the gun his friend fashioned for us! We've had too much bloodshed. I think the cleansing is in order. So consider this an invitation from my family to yours!
Basta! I can walk.
Look out! They are coming! Everyone, retreat to the villa!
I cannot fight like this. Stand with me!
Now!
Requiescat in pace, Mario.
Get him!
How about The Hobbit? So we were actually thinking about doing the animated Lord of the Rings movie next, maybe. But to be honest, I'm not like super keen on The Hobbit. I wasn't much of a fan when I watched it in the cinema. I've seen all of them. But I mean, I don't have to watch movies that I'm like 100% like all the time. If I can actually make the question if people would love to see the Hobbit movies, and I would be down to watch them again, given that it's been a bit since I watched them. Yeah, I think that's the one, like 70s or 80s, I'm not sure. I haven't seen the entire movie yet. I watched only like bits and pieces. Yeah, I think it was the 70s.
I'm here with you, brother! Get inside the sanctuary!
Follow me!
Now! Move! Don't let them get away!
I don't want to die!
Vieni a prendere. I will hold them back. Stop!
Wait for us!
We thought you had been killed, Sir Ezio.
Not yet.
Where does this passage lead?
To the north, outside the walls.
I am surprised it exists. Let me through. I must go help the troops.
Hurry, Ezio!
Where's Mother? Is she all right?
I am here, Ezio.
Grazie a Dio.
We could not leave without you.
The way out will be dangerous. Protect our mother.
I like how Altair and Amunet are in the frame there because they're both so important for the Brotherhood.
Where is Mario? I thought he would be waiting for us.
The Borgia infantry are circling the town!
Mario is dead. You must leave this place. Take Mother to Firenze. Get me a horse!
You are not coming with us. Where are you riding?
To Roma!
Go, my son. Destroy them. But remember for whom we assassins fight.
You think those movies aged poorly? Yeah, I didn't hear that much positive about it, I guess.
Lucy, I can't seem to get a position on Ezio's POE.
POE? Could one of you tell me what's going on?
Sorry, Desmond. Peace of Eden. In the Vatican, Minerva talked about other temples, that they're the key to preventing whatever terrible thing is about to happen to the Earth.
Right.
To find the temples, I'm convinced we need to get our hands on Ezio's Apple of Eden. Minerva altered it somehow when she touched it.
Wait, we're at the Auditore Villa.
Yes, it's our last safe house in Italy. It turns out the Templars are watching the border.
Ezio hid the POE sometime in 1507, but when I try to access that DNA sequence, he seems to be remembering something else.
Like a memory inside a memory?
Yes, exactly. Maybe.
Exactly, maybe.
I believe you experienced something similar back at Abstergo, didn't you?
Subject 15 exhibited memory within memory-like patterns, but she was pregnant. The memories of both the fetus's father and mother were competing.
Desmond's not pregnant, at least, as far as I can tell. Might just have had a big lunch.
Can you skip ahead to a later memory?
No, it doesn't work.
Well, that sounds familiar. We couldn't access Altair's later memories until Desmond had improved his synchronization.
Then it's possible something similar's occurred here. Ezio's troubled state is being transposed onto Desmond, destabilizing the memory. Either that, or Rebecca's just not a very good engineer.
Thanks, asshole.
What? I'm simply listing possible explanations. And that is amongst the most likely. Touchy?
This place isn't secure. Cell phone surveillance can see right through the walls.
Don't you mean satellite surveillance?
Are you kidding? Abstergo upgraded his cell towers ages ago. The waves go through everything above ground. They're gonna find us.
No, they aren't. Come with me.
How cool is that, you know? Like in modern day to actually go to Monteriggioni and see the villa. Obviously, real life Monteriggioni looks a bit different and doesn't have this particular villa.
There's a beam blocking it from the inside. We're not getting in this
You know, in the AC law, it's really
What's our
cool.
next move?
The road just loops back into the highway. This is not a good place for us to be right now.
Do we have any tarps? We need to cover up the van.
I really hate to stress this, yeah, but we are running out of time.
Well, help us then, Sean. Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. Maybe there's another way into the sanctuary.
Hey, I think I've got something.
But yeah, Nick, I hear like kind of positives and negatives about it, I guess. like positives, I guess, would be that you know, it led to inspiration for Peter Jackson, because in like the design of some, you know, characters, or even like how some scenes have been made, I feel like he was influenced, I guess. But yeah, in his own words, you know, he still thought that the movie wasn't as thought out, I guess, as it could have been. So he kind of wanted to improve a lot of his stuff, especially about the narrative, I guess, and the like how events are linked together, I guess. But I would still love to see it, like, you know, start to finish, even if it's not that good. I feel like it would be interesting, especially after having seen the Peter Jackson movies just recently. But yeah, guys, I'm afraid we're out of time for today, because I still want to get some dinner going before we jump into the movie session later with Return of the King. So this is what we call it for today. However, I'm gonna be doing another AC stream tomorrow, and then we're gonna full on dive into Brotherhood, and I also intend on doing a longer stream as well. So yeah, we can like really do some good progress, hopefully, tomorrow. But yeah, just want to thank you guys all for coming by and joining. We quit off a game here actually, so I can have a look at the event list to see what happened today. But yeah, I want to thank Decker 4 for the raid, as well as Tylian and J2. Got lots of raids today, so I want to appreciate you guys leading your communities over here and sharing the stream with them. If you guys haven't checked out Decker 4, he's currently playing some Mass Effect after having done the Dark Souls games. Tylian's playing some Super Mario Galaxy currently. And Jay has been playing some AC Valhalla, which he's playing for the first time, and he's going to be finishing that game very soon as well. Also, Evan, thank you for a follow and coming with the raid of Tylian. And Jackson Briggs, thank you also for a follow. And yeah, everybody else coming out and joining. Very, very much appreciated, guys. I hope I catch you for the next stream of Brotherhood, which will be tomorrow, of course. You consider hopping by my server for that movie later for a bit. Thanks for another great stream, Crooked. Cheers, Nick. I appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by and joining. And yeah, we're gonna be starting in exactly 2 hours. And we're gonna be watching the extended movies, so it's gonna be 4 hours. So, a long session. Feel free to drop in and drop out whenever you like. But yeah, guys, for now, I see Demise online, and I think he's doing like a chill stream with House Flipper. So, given that I don't get a chance to often raid Demise, because I usually end before he starts the stream, I'm gonna send everybody his way. You lurk as if it was a stream, not movie. Yeah, that's fair, dude. We also have a chat where you can, you know, just like post some memes and stuff if you want to. So yeah, maybe catch you later. If not, thank you for being here. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. And Big Dog, thank you also for a follow as well, dude. Welcome. Cheers for being here. And until next time.